Good morning, welcome to another video. So, the current time is 7 in the morning and we are at this historic Patan Loka. You can see a big white gate. This is known as Patan Loka in Lalitpur. And this time we are heading out to Tibet. Again, it's our second time and we are heading to Kailash Kora. So it's going to be an epic journey. So let's get started.
And we begin our journey towards Kailash, starting with our first destination, Raswagadi. We take on a four-wheel drive vehicle. It's the monsoon season, the month of July. We have lush green vegetation. It's a beautiful drive all the way from Kathmandu towards Raswagadi, mostly through scenic forest, valleys, and alongside the raging torrent of Trisuli River. So it's a riverside drive, a beautiful drive. Sometimes we are alongside the river and sometimes we are way up the mountain on the mountain road overlooking the Trisuli River down below, meandering through the canyons. As we drive alongside, it feels like as if we are flying above the clouds. Nevertheless, the road condition is not in a very good condition. With the monsoon season, it's particularly tricky and the roads can be treacherous. But nevertheless, we are truly enjoying the view that is surrounding us, particularly the lush green vegetation, the fresh mountain air, the beautiful atmospheric scenery that surrounds us. And in the distance, we can actually see a waterfall cascading down a cliff. The waterfall appears to be flying above the cloud. It's like a waterfall in the sky. What a beautiful view. Relaxing and enjoying the beauty of the monsoon season, the beauty of the nature that surrounds us, we quickly arrive at Dunche, a market town, a small bustling town. The town of Dunche lies at an elevation of 2030 meters. So it's quite chilly up here with the cool, misty mountain air. We'll be having our lunch at Hotel Kiang. Okay, time for dal bhat. Dal bhat power 24 hour.
Oh, thank you. Tukpa. Thank you. हुन्छ डल्लो खुर्सानी Thank you.
After having a delicious and a fulfilling lunch, we make our way back on the meandering road towards our destination, Timure in Raswagadi. It's a beautiful scenic drive, a bumpy drive alongside the mountain road. As you can see, we have misty, foggy weather that surrounds us. It's a very surreal atmosphere. And we come across some very treacherous roads as well. The road condition is not particularly good. It's a bumpy ride from here all the way to the town of Timure. Nevertheless, we are enjoying the view that surrounds us and the adventurous drive towards our destination. driving for some odd 120 or so kilometers all the way from Kathmandu, up and down the mountain road alongside the raging torrent of Trisuli River down below, we make our way towards a town, a border town called Timure. In the distance, we can actually see the small settlement of Timure, which is going to be our destination for today. We'll be staying overnight at a hotel in Timure.
Good afternoon. It's 3 in the afternoon and we have reached this scenic location called Timure. So it was a long drive through the high mountain, the valleys, the beautiful, the mountain. It's so beautiful, the drive. And we came all the way from Kathmandu. It was about 120 kilometers drive. And now we will be staying at this hotel, Hotel Riverside, Hotel Riverview. And tomorrow we will be crossing the border into Tibet.
Nice. Beautiful room. This is the bathroom. Okay.
There's a view.
And it's a beautiful view. High five. From the window of our cozy little hotel room, we have a scenic view of the surrounding landscape, and we can actually see a helicopter. So if you're not in a mood of driving all the way from Kathmandu, you can always take a helicopter ride. This evening, we're taking a short evening walk to explore this beautiful town of Timure. Timure is a small border town nestled alongside high mountain cliff. And during the monsoon season, it's particularly beautiful, with lush green vegetation, rivers, and waterfalls. And there are many viewpoints, scenic viewpoints to explore. There are waterfalls, ancient monasteries and gumbas, with picturesque landscape. We head up a staircase which leads to a suspension bridge overlooking a waterfall. Exploring the town of Timure, we make our way towards a scenic viewpoint from where we have a spectacular view of the raging torrent of Trisuli River. Due to the monsoon season, the river looks spectacular and we can imagine the immense power of this mighty river. And we spend the rest of the evening relaxing by the riverside with a scenic view that surrounds us in this beautiful little town of Timure.
Good morning. It's 6:30 in the morning, and you can see it's a beautiful monsoon day with cloudy rolling clouds, and in the distance you can see the raging torrent of Trisuli River, also known as Kiran Sampol. So now we will have our breakfast and head towards the border. Time for breakfast. Black coffee with set breakfast.
After having our breakfast, we headed towards the immigration office for the immigration process. Basically, the border opens at 10 a.m. China time, that is 8 a.m. Nepal time. As you can see, it's raining, it's cloudy, misty. Nonetheless, we are more than excited for the journey, and we can see due to the incessant rainfall, the Trisuli River, also known as Kerung Sangpo, has all swollen up.
Namaste.
Short distance from our hotel, we have reached the Friendship Bridge, a border between Nepal and China. On the other side, the tour bus is waiting for us. It's raining, and so we quickly made our way inside the bus.
你不来跟我做是不是啊？
Welcome to Tibet.
那就今天晚上
Thank you.
Second time.
重新开房，你自己开。
So the current time is 9:50 in the morning. It's around 11:15 China time. So we have crossed the border and entered Tibet. So welcome to Tibet. It's our second time. So let's have fun. So today we are going to the Kerung town and we'll be staying overnight at Kerung. But first, it's a warm welcome. Namaste Tasidele. Namaste Tasidele.
Okay.
Okay. Warm welcome in Tibet in the cool monsoon season.
A short drive from the border, we have now arrived at the town of Gerong. It's also known as Kerung in Nepali and known as Gerong in Tibet. So welcome to Kerung town.
Umbrella inside the room.
Tapal.
Okay. And this is the bathroom. Very good. Very good. Okay, welcome to Kerung. We are at an altitude of 2,800 meters. The current time is, let's see, 1:11 in the afternoon. Around 11 a.m. in Nepal. So now we are heading towards the hotel to have some lunch.
Okay, so we are here at the Nepali restaurant to have our lunch. And here is our guide for the Kailash tour, Mr. Kuncho. Kuncho. Okay. Okay, time for hot tea. Okay, cheers. Nepali dal bhat set.
Thank you.
After having a delicious lunch, we made our way towards a temple which looked like a Nepali temple. This Nepali style pagoda temple was built by Songchen Gompo some 1000 years ago, and it's known as Pakpa Monastery. The monastery houses a statue of Lokeswara, the Bodhisattva of compassion. And we spent the rest of the evening relaxing by the temple side, exploring the vibrant town of Kirong. Good morning. It's July 7th. The current time is 8 in the morning. That is 5:50 in Nepal. And we are currently in Kirong. So today we are going to head out to Saga town. So basically the Saga town is around 180 kilometers from Kirong. Will take about 3 hours of scenic drive, but we will be gaining some altitude. So we'll be gaining almost 1800 meters. At the moment we are at 2800 meters. So Saga town is at 4600 meters. So anyhow, we have a beautiful morning here at Kirong. Now we'll have our breakfast and get started for the journey. After having our breakfast, we had some time, so we strolled around the city of Kirong, surrounded by huge mountains covered in lush green forest. Truly, Kirong is a very beautiful city. Walking on the streets of Kirong, we can see a lot of trees on the pathways to increase the green space. And as you can see, these are like ginkgo bilobas. These are primitive trees from the time of dinosaur. The valley of Kirong is a beautiful valley. It reminds us of the beautiful valleys in Nepal as well. It has a similar landscape, a lot of green space. This valley is surrounded by high mountains. It's like a bowl. So we are at the center of the bowl, surrounded by high peaks. On a clear day, we can actually see the mountains surrounding us. But nevertheless, it's a very cool and beautiful day here in Kirong. Okay, so the journey now begins from Kirong to Saga on the Golden Dragon. And we begin our Tibet tour on the Golden Dragon, a scenic drive all the way from Kirong towards Saga. Down below, in the valley, we can see the Kirong city. As we drive along the meandering mountainside road, we come across a beautiful waterfall. And we stop by to marvel the beauty of the nature.
Americano. Okay.
这美式，
Hello. 你好。你好。
不要看不起来了。
Coffee at a very cool, chill waterfall. So we are having this hot cup of Americano at this beautiful waterfall. So last time we were here, the waterfall was not that big. This monsoon season, this waterfall is raising. It's wild. Look at that. The mist of waterfall all over the place. It's so cool, so beautiful. Yay!
After a refreshing break at the majestic waterfall, we continued our journey. We noticed due to the landslide and flash flood, some sections of the road are under construction. But nevertheless, most of the road section in Tibet are in a very good condition. And as we start to climb up and gain some elevation, we notice barren landscape. No longer we notice the forest. We are now above the tree line and into the rain shadow region. Welcome to the Tibetan Plateau.
Welcome to the Tibetan Plateau. So we are in the rain shadow region. We have climbed almost more than 4,000 meters in altitude. And as you can see, we have blue sky with yellow vegetation, yellow flowers. These are not mustard flowers. You can see, this is what it looks like. But anyhow, this is a beautiful landscape we are in by this wonderful landscape. Welcome to Tibet.
Today's bus journey is about 180 kilometers long, all the way from the city of Kyerung towards Saga, and we will be gaining some elevation as well. During the trip, we'll be crossing many high mountain pass. And we remember, last time we crossed a high mountain pass more than 5,000 meters high. But this time, in fact just a few days ago, this new tunnel opened up and we no longer have to cross the high mountain pass. The high mountain pass road sure was a scenic drive and take you more than 5,000 meters high. But anyhow, the tunnel leads all the way directly to a turquoise blue, beautiful lake. This lake is known as Fiku Lake. After a short break at the beautiful lake of Fiku, we continued our road trip on the endless stretches of Tibetan Plateau. We are currently driving at an elevation of more than 4,600 meters. That's the average altitude that we are driving in. So truly, we are driving on top of the world. And we often made a stopover to marvel at the scenic vista that surrounds us. Tibet is truly beautiful. Welcome to heavenly Tibet. continuing our journey, a beautiful road trip all the way from Kirong, we come across a bridge. And after crossing this bridge, we arrive at the city, the town of Saga. The town of Saga is situated at an altitude of around 4,640 meters and seems to be a bustling town, a big town in the Sigatse prefecture of Tibet.
Good afternoon. It's 2:50 in the afternoon and we have reached Saga village. Saga town. It is situated at an altitude of 4,600 meters. So as you can see, we have climbed up quite a bit of altitude. And welcome to this Saga town. You can see it's a bustling town, it's a big town. So we're gonna grab our luggage and this is our hotel. Okay, massage chair. And we have some lift as well. No need to carry the luggage up the stairs. So we are on the 3rd floor. Okay, let's call the lift. Alright.
Is it coming?
You're coming? Okay. Just a very shiny lift.
Disco, disco.
Look at that. Lift at 4,600 meters. Okay, I think this is the room. Yep. This is our room. Okay. Welcome to Saga. Bedroom. And I think this is a projector. Oh, a room with the projector.
Yeah.
This is new.
Kijk, op een level zit
And then we have the bathroom. Okay, time for lunch in Saga. So we'll have a lunch, Chinese delicacy at this restaurant. This is the menu, picture menu. You choose from the picture, whatever you like. Oh, wow. Okay. Big dish. Look at the size of this plate. Okay, let's enjoy.
Well, after having a fulfilling lunch, we gained some energy and decided to explore this vibrant town of Saga.
Good morning. Day 4 of our Tibet travel. So today is an exciting day. Today we are taking a bus ride all the way from Saga to reach a town called Darchen, from where we will begin our trek to Kailash. And speaking of the time, the current time is 7:30 a.m. It's 8 July. It's a cool morning, beautiful morning. So let's get started. So before we head out on the epic bus ride, it's time for a much needed breakfast at a local restaurant. So you can see this is the town of Saga. situated at an altitude of 4,600 meters.
How are you?
I'm good. So this is the... Yeah, good. Shaputele. Okay, this is where we will have our breakfast, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we are having rice porridge and some, I don't know, steamed dumpling with some meat inside and 2 eggs.
And also in our program, today we are going to the Manasalva and then drive to Darchen. Okay, so at the lake we not allowed to wash anything. You can get some waters for blessings. Yeah, you cannot wash feet, cannot wash the hands, and if you want to wash, you can get the water from the lake into some how do you say, plants or something.
After having our breakfast, we head on for a long drive, almost 600 kilometers drive, all the way from the town of Saga towards Darchen. On the way, we notice a river. This river is known as Brahmaputra, also known as Yerlong Sangpo.
Good afternoon. Current time is 11 a.m. and we have reached this location where we can see the Yerlong River, also known as Brahmaputra. You can see it in the background. That's a massive river. It's almost 2,800 kilometers long. That is the Brahmaputra River. And actually we are driving along this highway which stretches alongside the Nepalese border. So you can see the Himalayas in there. Just 50-60 kilometers over there, that's Nepal. So yeah, welcome to Western Tibet. We're actually on a high mountain desert. You can see sand and there is this high altitude desert grass. Okay.
Brahmaputra is one of the largest rivers in the world, which originates from the Kailash ranges of the Himalayas at an elevation of more than 5,400 meters and is an important source of drinking water for the people in the Indian subcontinent. From this vantage point, we can see the entire western Himalayan range of Nepal. And we're going to take a short break here. We'll be having our much needed lunch.
There's tukpa. And Tibetan dumpling. Okay. सबै खाइदिने.
After having some Tibetan delicacy, we continued our road trip. On the way, we crossed several high mountain passes, and this is one of the highest pass, over 5,200 meters high. It's astonishing and quite a surprise for us to see roads at this high elevation, and it connects the central Tibet with the western Tibet. After crossing several high mountain passes and endless stretches of road, we have now finally arrived at the holy lake of Mansarovar. The pristine lake is situated at an elevation of almost 4,600 meters. The holy lake is spiritually significant for Buddhists Jainism, Hinduism, and the ardent followers of Tibetan religion of Bon. The holy lake of Mansarovar is revered for being the place of origin for many great rivers such as Brahmaputra, Indus, Satluj, and has made Kailash Mansarovar a most revered spot for pilgrims traveling to this place for thousands of years. Surrounding this picturesque lake, we can see a lot of birds, indigenous Tibetan here, and the Tibetan wild ass, also known as kyang, can be seen grazing and roaming in the grasslands. Next to the holy lake of Mansarovar, there is an ancient monastery known as Chogompa Monastery, which has been built right onto a steep hill. It looks as if it has been carved right out of the rock. From the top of this monastery, we have a bird's eye view of the beautiful Mansarovar lake. As we make our way inside the Gompa, we notice a small shrine and a cave where Guru Padmasambhav meditated before leaving this world. After spending a spiritual time at the holy lake of Mansarovar and exploring the ancient Gumba of Cho Monastery, we then made our way towards the town of Darchen. The town of Darchen is the gateway to the holy Mount Kailash and lies at an altitude of around 4,670 meters. It has been a long drive today, all the way from Saga to reach Darchen, a total of 600 kilometers for 12 hours of non-stop bus ride. And now it's time to head into the hotel and check in to the room.
Oh wow, beautiful. So we even have oxygen. Good evening. So it's 8 p.m. Yes, 8 p.m. and we still have daylight. So it was a long and an exhilarating, adventurous ride. Beautiful scenic drive from all the way from Saga to reach this town.
This evening, we take on a short stroll around the city of Darchen and witness one of the most spectacular and beautiful sunsets. Enjoying the beauty of the nature, we are all excited for the Kora, a trek around the holy Mount Kailash. And with that being said, we'd like to end this video. Be sure to check out our other episodes. Thank you for watching. Namaste and Tachidele.